No idea if this is working. I've had some slight technical issues this morning, so hopefully that's kind of working. I've had to move to my phone rather than my computer, but we adapt and overcome. Hopefully you can see enough of my mat there. Again, it's quite hard for me to tell, but welcome, thank you for joining and being patient. Apologies for the delay. Like I said, slight technical issue. Hi Gemma, good to see you. Hello. So this morning we're going to focus on doing some really gentle yoga for back pain. So quite often, well at the moment, especially we're working in funny positions from home. If you're used to having quite an ergonomic setup at work, then it's a little bit different, the setup at home. And also I think a lot of people have been in the garden more recently, so you might feel that you've got a little bit of an achy back from that. So we're going to start lying on our backs today. Again, apologies if you can't quite see that much of me, but we will see. So start lying on your back, and you can have the knees bent and the knees in, touching towards each other there. And start by having the arms down beside you or on the belly. You can have one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest. Closing your eyes. And just taking the first few moments of the practice this morning. Tuning in, see how you're doing. Notice if you do feel any particular aches or pains within the body. And if this isn't comfortable for you, you can always straighten the legs away from you, or you can bring the feet together and allow the knees to draw wider. So find a comfortable position. And for the first few moments, start to notice your breath. And closing the eyes if they're not already closed. Start to soften the shoulders. Notice the pace of the breath this morning. Notice what areas of the body you can feel moving with the breath. Sending the breath deeper into the belly. Allowing the ribs to expand with the breath. Notice if you've been holding any tension around the face, the head, the neck, the shoulders, and even the jaw, and soften those areas. So to encourage this softness of the jaw, you can rest the tip of the tongue at the roof of the mouth. Allow the top and the bottom set of teeth to gently separate. And staying there for a few moments there, just really tuning into your body, your breath. Next inhale, we'll slowly hug both knees in towards the chest, and then have a gentle rock from side to side. Again, notice if you are holding any tension in the shoulders, see if you can soften the shoulders. And then start taking some really gentle small circles with the knees there, massaging any areas of tightness in that lower back. See if you can start to do this with your breath. So as you're inhaling, take the knees away from you, and as you exhale, bring the knees towards you. If the breath gets a little confusing for you, and just stay with your normal steady breath here. Good. And then we'll take the circles in the opposite direction. See if you can really challenge yourself to go even slower than you would usually for any of these movements today. See if you can move even more mindfully than usual. Good. Then we'll come back to center and hug the right knee in towards the chest and slowly straighten the left leg away from you. And then we'll take some circles with this right hip. So you can allow that left leg to completely straighten. If that's sensitive in the lower back, keep the knee bent. Okay, moving nice and mindfully, slowly taking some nice slow circles with that right hip. And then we'll take the circles in the opposite direction. Let's see how the hip is feeling today. Maybe see if that has an effect on your lower back, noticing where you're feeling that tightness there. Good, and then finding stillness here for a moment. You squeezing the thigh up towards the chest there. And remember that option, you can always bend the left knee and place the foot down if your back feels a little sensitive here. And we'll take hold of the back of the right thigh and inhale, straighten the right leg up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, bending. So you're just hinging at the knee there, starting to find a little bit of length into the hamstrings, which are quite often the culprit of lower back pain. So if we can stretch, lengthen the hamstrings, especially if you have been sitting down a lot recently. I'm just going to wake up those hamstrings, lengthen them, and also wake up the glutes a little bit today. Still flowing with your breath, you're inhaling to straighten the leg and exhale to bend. Nice, taking one more here. As you exhale, we'll bend that knee. Now take your left hand to the outside of the right leg. Gently take that right leg over towards the left into a twist. And with your right arm, take it up and out to the side there to come into a twist. Now don't be too forceful here with pushing with the hands. You're just gently resting. You can either gaze over to the right thumb or keep the gaze up there. And breathe in here, maybe closing the eyes, just really seeing how that back is feeling today. Notice how the chest and the shoulders feel. And stay connected with your breath. Good. On your next inhale, we'll slowly come back to center. Bring that left leg in to meet the right. Have another gentle rock from side to side, just massaging the lower back there. And then we'll take the other side. So interlace around that left shin bone and slowly straighten the right leg away from you. Stay in here, or if you do feel sensitive in the back, then bend in the knee and place the foot there. And then we'll take some really slow, gentle circles with that left hip. Notice how this hip feels compared to the other side. No one is symmetrical, so you probably will feel a difference. And then we'll take the circles in the opposite direction. Hello to who's joining. I can't really see much from here, and I hope you can see me. Let me know if not. And then we'll interlace behind the left thigh, and as you inhale, we'll straighten the left leg up. And find that length in the hamstrings there. As you exhale, bend in the left knee. Good, and find that flow with the breath, so you're inhaling to straighten. If you want to add a little bit more activation, you can flex the toes up towards the shin there. Exhale down. Take another couple of rounds here, just using your own pace of your breath. And if you can, as much as you can, close the eyes for a lot of this practice today, just to really tune into your body, your breath. Next time you exhale, take the right hand to the outside of the left thigh, gently draw it over towards the right, And then we'll inhale, straighten the left arm and take it out towards the left there. And just allow that head to either gaze over towards the left thumb or up towards the ceiling there. Closing the eyes and breathe in here. Feel the space that you're starting to create through the spine, through the chest and the shoulders. Hopefully creating a little space in the mind as well in your practice today. On your next inhale, we'll slowly come back to center. Bringing both knees in, hugging both knees in there, and have a gentle rock. Again, use this as a little bit of massage for that lower back. Good. And then you can stay here if that feels enough for you. Just make sure the shoulders stay nice and soft. Or you can bring the soles of the feet together and hold around the ankles into this variation of Happy Baby and have a gentle rock there. It's a really nice release for that lower back and the sacral area. If you feel quite open in the hips, maybe start to take the feet up to come into your Happy Baby pose. And keep drawing the knees towards the armpits there. And just double check that you're not creating tension in the upper body to do this. Have a gentle rock. Maybe finding some stillness here, and whichever variation you're taking, closing the eyes and taking 3 full deep breaths here. Really feel that lower back soften into the ground. Gently drawing the belly towards the spine. Good. On your next exhale, we'll really hug the knees in towards the chest and then slowly roll over onto your right side. Take your time getting up here, so you can take a moment here on the right. And then slowly push yourself into a tabletop position. So hands underneath the shoulders here, knees underneath the hips. We'll start by having a gentle sway from side to side. And just see how this is feeling in the hips and in the back today. And then as you exhale, we'll slowly send the hips back towards the heels. Straighten the arms in front of you and rest the head down. You can make a pillow with the arms or stay here. And coming back to the breath, so really feel the belly expand, feel the backs of the ribs expand. And feel this length and space that you're creating for this whole back of the body. This is a really nice one for the back. And you can have a gentle wiggle from side to side with the hips there. Maybe even feel this massage in the forehead. Take a few deep breaths here. Really allow yourself to just start to soften into the ground. And on your next inhale, we'll slowly lift back into your tabletop position. So lining it up so that hands are underneath the shoulders there, knees under the hips. And then we'll take a couple of rounds of cat-cow here. So as you inhale, tilt the pelvis so belly is towards the ground, and then you're gently lifting the chest forwards into cow pose. Good. Exhale, round into the spine, chin to chest, push the ground away from you. And at the end of this exhale, really start to feel your core draw in. So your pelvic floor, your lower tummy muscles, feel yourself drawing them in towards the spine. And this core activation is really important for helping to support your back. We'll take a few rounds here. So you're inhaling into cow pose. And exhaling into cat. And not only is this really stretching out through the front of the body as you come into your cow pose, opening up through the chest and the shoulders. As you exhale, really feel this stretching across the upper back, the shoulders, as well as the mid-back. Take another couple of rounds here. And close your eyes, see if you can just really stay connected to this movement with your breath. And at the end of your next exhale, we'll send the hips all the way back again into child's pose. If you're feeling it at all in the wrists, you can give the wrists a bit of a circle there, or just stay rested here. Do what feels good for you here. Good, nice. On your next inhale, we'll reach the fingers forwards. So you're coming up onto the fingertips now, palms are lifted. But keep encouraging the hips back towards the heels there, lifting up with the head and keeping this space across the shoulders there. As you exhale, start to walk the palms towards that top left corner of the mat. Place the right palm on top of left and then sit back again into this child's pose, but this time feeling it stretching through the right side there. Breathe in here. So feeling this space that you're creating in the intercostal muscles between the ribs. Also into the lats and into this whole side body here. And on an inhale, slowly come back to center. As you exhale, taking it to the other side. So left palm on top of right, sitting back into this. Breathe in here, this time feeling this space that you're creating in the left side of the body there. And on an inhale, slowly come back to center, back into child's pose. Let the forearms really rest down here. Let the head rest down. And feeling this lengthen, a sense of decompressing the spine here. And then on your next inhale, slowly lift back into tabletop position. And then just to get the thoracic spine, so that mid-back nice and mobile, we'll do some thread the needle. So place the left hand down. We're going to inhale, take the right arm out and up. See if you can do this without allowing those hips to swing all the way over to the right there. You can take the gaze up to the right thumb, or if that is not nice on the neck, then you can keep the gaze just slightly further down there. Exhale, thread that arm through, bend in that left elbow, reaching through with the right arm. We'll do this a few times with the breath. So really seeing if you can find a sense of opening and space into the ribs and that mid-back. Good. So you're inhaling to open out there. And exhale, threading through. Good. We'll take one more here. And then placing the right hand down, we'll take the other side. Again, if you need a bit of a rest for the wrists, maybe sit back and give the wrists a bit of a circle there. And then when you're ready, we'll come to the other side. So this time you're supporting yourself with the right arm. And inhale, lift out and up with the left side. As you exhale, threading through. And just really connect to your breath here. You're inhaling to lift up and exhaling, threading through. Good. It's a really lovely one for getting the mid-back, that thoracic spine, nice and mobile. Good. We'll take one more round on this side. And then coming back into tabletop when you're ready. So this time hips stay high. We're going to slowly walk the hands forwards. And you can take the chin and chest towards the ground or the forehead, whichever reaches. And take a few breaths here into your puppy dog pose or anahata pose. Every time you're exhaling, see if you can just deepen and soften a little bit deeper into this pose. And we're working on really opening up through the mid back, the upper back here, the front of the body. Taking another couple of breaths here. And on your next exhale, slowly bring your body weight forward. So you're coming onto your belly now into your Sphinx pose. The elbows underneath the shoulders. Be mindful that you're not collapsing into the shoulders here. So still quite strong into the arms. And feel yourself pushing the tops of your feet into the ground. Gently tuck the tailbone and feel the length into the lower back there as you tuck the tailbone. And then feel this extension into the spine, so you're lifting through the chest there. Breathe in here. Again, close your eyes. And just focus on your body and your breath. And this is a really good pose for if you do have lower back issues, any disc issues. Generally a good kind of gentle back bend like this is quite good for any lumbar disc issues there. Keep the softness in the face. Keep that nice deep belly breathing going here. Take one more breath. As you exhale, slowly bring yourself back down. Take the hands underneath the shoulders this time, and as you inhale, gently lift the chest forward. So coming into a baby cobra now, so a really good one for strengthening the back. Maybe see what happens if you lift the hands off. You can really start to engage the upper back a little more there. Breathing into this. As you exhale, come down. Rest the right ear down and the right cheek down. Take the arms down beside you. So feeling a stretch through the right side of the neck there. Maybe have a little wiggle of the hips to ease off the lower back. Breathe in here. Good. And you can bring the chin back to the center and then take the left ear down, the left cheek down. Breathing into this, feel this really stretching out through the left side of the neck this time. Good. On your next inhale, bring the chin back to the mat. Take the hands underneath the shoulders and slowly send the hips back into a child's pose. Resting for a moment here. And lifting up back into your tabletop position. From here we'll swing the legs around to one side so that you can make your way onto your bottom. And then slowly coming down onto your back. And re-hug those knees in towards the chest there. Have a gentle rock. And then we'll place the right sole of the foot down. Take the left ankle on top of the right thigh. And gently, ever so gently, pushing that left thigh away from you. So you're feeling this really stretching out through the left hip and the glutes on that left side. And quite often, tightness in the glutes can contribute to any lower back pain there as well. So Good to stretch those out. And with this right hand, it can be on the belly to really notice the breath there, or just rest it down. And if you feel that you could maybe feel a little more stretch here without creating tension in the shoulders, you can hook behind the right thigh and bring the knees a little closer to you. Breathe in here. And as much as you can, see if you can close your eyes and just really tune into your body, your breath. If you feel this in the knees at all, then please back away from it and just take it a slightly gentler version there. Exhale, release that side and then come to the other side. So take the left foot down and then the right ankle on top of the left thigh and gently push away so you can feel this stretching through the right hip and the right glute. Close the eyes. Just focusing on the sensations that you can feel in the body. Deepening and slowing the breath. Release from here and then start to hug the knees back into the chest, coming back into your happy baby. So either soles of the feet together and hold the ankles, or maybe coming into your full happy baby by catching the feet and drawing the knees wide and encouraging that lower back to soften down towards the ground. Encourage this softness into the head, the neck and the shoulders there. And we'll re-bend the knees in towards the chest. Place the feet down and then take the arms out wide. And as you exhale, we'll draw the knees down towards that right side into a spinal twist. If you want a slightly deeper twist, you can hug the knees a little closer to the body in there, and that will give you slightly more of a stretch through that thoracic spine there. So see how that feels. And closing the eyes. Focus on the softening into the shoulders and the chest and the spine. And every exhale you're taking, feel yourself creating even more space through the body, through the spine there. On your next inhale, slowly bring the knees back to center. You can rest them down with the feet down, or you can take them all the way down over to the other side. So we'll have an inhale here. As you exhale, knees to the left. Again, the closer they are to the body, the kind of deeper the stretch through the thoracic spine there. So see how that feels. Breathing into this. Expansion through the chest and the shoulders. On your next inhale, slowly come back to center and give the knees another little bit of a hug, a gentle rock from side to side. And then we'll start to make our way into Shavasana for a short Shavasana here. You can either take the legs straight away from you, lying in your full Shavasana, arms down beside you, legs straighten away. Or if you do feel sensitivity in the lower back, keep the knees bent. You can bring the knees together or apart there. Place hands on belly or beside you. So take these last few moments of this gentle practice this morning to really tune into your body, your breath. Allow yourself a few moments of stillness here. Notice what thoughts do come up, but just allow them to float by like clouds in the sky. Slowly and gently start to bring your awareness back into your breath. Start by deepening the breath. Really allowing yourself to take these nice deep belly breaths. Allow the belly to expand, the ribs to expand. Then on your next inhale, draw the arms over the head. Take a full body stretch, so pointing the toes away, reaching away with the fingers. And then as you exhale, hugging the knees back in towards the chest there. And slowly start to roll onto your side. Take a moment here just to rest on your side. So really take your time here, especially if you have any blood pressure issues. Just really take your time. And then slowly and gently, see if you can do this still with the eyes closed, coming up to a seated position here. And find a comfortable seat, whatever that means for you. You can have the legs out in front of you or support yourself with the back there. Closing the eyes. Just take another few deep breaths here. As you inhale, we'll sweep the arms out and up and bring the palms to press together. As you exhale, bring the thumbs down towards the heart space. Do this another couple of times with your breath. So your inhale, really feel this length through the spine, through the ribs, and exhale down. Inhale. Palms press together as you exhale, bring the thumbs to rest in between the eyebrows there. Just take a moment. Then bring in the thumbs to rest towards the heart space. Bow your head down towards your prayer and take a moment to thank yourself for being patient with me this morning and for showing up on your mat today for this really gentle back practice. Thank you for joining me and thank you for staying staying put and being patient. So yeah, I had to run over a little bit, but thank you. Namaste. If you've got any comments or anything, then please let me know. But if not, thank you and good to see you. Thank you very much. And yeah, like I said, this is a weekly thing, so I'll be here same time next week, hopefully actually on time. 11 o'clock next week. Hopefully there won't be any technical issues there. But lovely to see you. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Erica. Take care. Bye.